I hate you. I hate you with the passion of 1,000 suns. I hate you. You are the devil's spawn, you stupid little Christmas trees. I hate these things. Welcome to the Fox Performance Channel. I'm Chad, and one of the things that really gets to me is these stupid little freaking push pin, Christmas tree, BS, stupid little things. And the reason that I hate them is because they work really, really well, and I can't get them out. So I've been working on this Chevy Volt, and this thing is, I think that push pin manufacturers made all their money on the Chevy Volt because this thing's got push pins every freaking where. And as I've been trying to rebuild this car, it's been a struggle because they have places where these push pins are that you can't pry on to pull them out. So you're just cutting every one of them, and then you have to go and buy a whole new set of them. I went to the local parts store to try and find a solution, and I picked up this tool. This is a little pry tool that I got from Lisle Tools. And this is great. It was right on the shelf. The challenge with this one is you have to have something to pry against. There's a little ball right here so you can put it on and pry against it. But this handle has a little bit of a swivel to it, so you can't really twist them. And I ran into another problem where I had to get a push pin out of a headliner. And you can't push on a headliner, so I picked up these at that same auto parts store, and these can grab on and pull down on that push pin. Well, those two tools led me to this. After I got back from the parts store with these two tools, I said, never again. And I went right to the Lisle tool catalog and ordered every stupid little tool that has to do with those push pins. And the reason being is I didn't want to be in that spot anymore where I had to chisel them out with a hammer and a screwdriver. So we have tools that can pry. I have tools that can twist and pry. I have tools like these little guys that can actually go in and do the stupid pop-up pins and get on the underside of that head to pull those heads up. All different angles to be able to get in behind a wheel or inside a wheel well without having to take that wheel off. I got tools that actually separate. So you can put these in there and separate the two pins without having anything to pry on. And on this Chevy Volt, that has been a challenge. And then also we have the ones that can grip. So these will grip directly onto the push pin, and I can pull those out along with the 90-degree ones. So now I have all the different angles I could possibly think of to get these stupid little push pins out, and they will not beat me anymore. This little pin right here is probably the most common issue that I've ran into on these cars. And the reason is there's nothing to pry against. So when you try and put a tool in there to pry against it, it just flops over. So you end up sticking a pair of side cuts in there and cutting it. These little boogers are expensive. So the more that I can reuse, especially on a car that I'm building, the better. And this is where the 42480 panel clip pliers comes into play. With these, you have an ultra low profile that you can slip underneath the little clips, and then you squeeze them just like a pair of pliers to pop those two apart. And you can do it without having to break anything in the process. Same idea on this little booger right here. This is actually part of the radiator cooling system for the hybrid, and this push pin is supposed to hold the plastic diverter into place. Well, I couldn't get it out because there's nothing to pry against. So we're going to use our little pliers right here, stick them in there, pop that out, and now I can use that push pin again to put it right back into place and not have to spend the money on another push pin. Now, I don't think there's any reason for me to go through and demonstrate how a push pin tool works for you. My main goal was just to let you know that they exist and that you don't have to use a screwdriver and a side cutters anymore to try and get these out, or a pair of needle nose pliers that you're wiggling in there and trying to twist and yank. So make sure you go check these guys out. Lisle Tools is everywhere. You can check them out online. You can check them out on your local tool truck or even your parts store. I'm going to put links in the description below with all the different part numbers and what these tools do. If these fit into your toolbox, more power to you. Maybe it'll save you some pulling your hair out, because I don't have a whole lot left. This is going to be a new drawer for me in my toolbox to be able to have just a push pin solution. Make sure you check them out. Lisle Tools, they have catalogs that you can get from your local tool dealer. Check them out online and pick up some tools and save yourself some heartache. I'm Chad from Flash Performance. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.